We are back now in the second video, that is basic clause types. This is Professor Nitin Doke from the Allen College of Arts, Latur. In this video, we will be looking at the 7 basic clause types. Let us begin. We must have an idea what relations, phrases and the clause elements share amongst themselves. We must understand that out of the 5 phrases, it is the noun phrase that functions as maximum clause elements. I mean to say, NP can function as subject, object, complement and even sometimes adverbial. The basic clause types are the different combinations of these clause elements SVOCA, which results into different types of sentences. An American linguist, Noam Chomsky, proposed the notion of kernel sentences, and the same are called basic clause types. Now, what is special with these kernel sentences or basic clause types? That they are all statements. That means to say, statement is a basic pattern from which you can either derive question. Kernel sentences are positive, active and simple. That means from positive you derive negative, from active you can derive passive, from simple different types of sentences like complex and compound we can derive. So that is what the speciality of kernel sentences. As I already said that there are 7 basic clause types, and in the previous video I had shared it with you that it is the verb that decides the next element possible after it. The first type is SV, that is subject plus verb. Form wise, it's the combination of an NP with a VP. Here we require subject and an intransitive verb. In the sentence given here, the child laughed. The structure is like this. The child is an NP and laughed is a VP. Same way, birds fly, the baby cried. The verb here does not require any further information. It is sufficient to have these 2 phrases together to make a clause. If we add some information which answers the question like when, where, well, how, it's an additional information which is not necessary to complete the structure. The next type is subject, verb and complement to subject. In other words, it's a combination of NP plus VP plus an NP or an adjective phrase which refers back to subject NP. Now for this structure, we need an intensive verb, the verb which functions as a link between subject and the complement to subject. The verbs like be, become, seem, turn, we can use them as intensive verbs. In the given sentences like my friend is a doctor, my friend and a doctor are identical. So a doctor is a complement to subject. Same way, Mary became a successful business person. Now, the verb like became is problematic because it does answer the question what, and the answer is a successful person, a successful business person, but we cannot call it an object because the information Mary and a successful business person is identical. So we should better call it complement to subject. The third structure is SVO. which is a combination of NP plus VP plus another NP. Now here we need a monotransitive verb which will take only one object after it, and that object is generally a direct object. For example, I like movies. If I ask the question like, what do I like? The answer is movies, so that is an object. Another, my friend killed a wild boar. What did my friend kill? Answer is a wild boar, so that is an object. That is object direct. The fourth structure is SVOO. This again is a combination of NP plus VP plus NP another NP. It is a ditransitive verb which enters into this structure. Both the objects are visible here, like John gave Mary a pen. What did John give? A pen, so that is object direct. And whom did John give a pen? Answer is Mary, so that is object indirect. In these two cases, both are NPs. Another example, like our teacher asked us many questions. What did our teacher ask? Answer is many questions, so that is an object. Whom did the teacher ask many questions? Answer is us, so that is an indirect object. Well, the fifth structure is SVO and CO. This again is a combination of NP plus VP plus NP plus NP or an adjective phrase. In this case, we require a complex transitive verb where we have an object followed by such a unit which relates to that object. In the given sentence here, the committee elected my friend a captain. The information my friend and a captain is identical, so that is complement to object, an NP. Here, I called him buffoon. Him is an object. Him is an object and buffoon refers back to him, so that is complement to object. Well, the sixth structure is SVOA, which again is a combination of NP plus VP plus NP plus compulsory adverbial, which may be in the form of prepositional phrase or an adverb phrase. Here also we require a complex transitive verb where we have an object followed by an adverbial. Here, the waiter is keeping dishes on the table. If we ask the question, what is the waiter keeping? The answer is dishes, so that is an object. Now, keep is such a verb wherein you have to answer the questions like what and where. What question has given me an object? Now, if I ask where is he keeping? The answer is on the table, and that is adverbial in the form of prepositional phrase. Another example, like I put my hand in my pocket. Here, what did I put? My hand. And where did I put? That is in the pocket. So, in the pocket is an adverbial. Where. And the last structure is SVA. That is a combination of NP plus VP plus prepositional or an adverb phrase. In this case, we require an intransitive verb which takes a compulsory adverbial after it. For example, in sentence number 1, I cannot stop here like I live, full stop. The sentence remains incomplete because live requires some information like where. So, in a sentence, I live here, the structure is SVA, wherein here is an adverb of place. Another example, like the man sat on the ground. Now, this information on the ground is a prepositional phrase functioning as an adverbial. Finally, he is running towards the goal. The information towards the goal is again a prepositional phrase, so an adverbial. This is how we can conclude that there are 7 basic clause types in English, also called kernel sentences. Thank you. For any queries, you may contact me at 899-051-101 or mail me your queries at nitindoke@rediffmail.com. Thank you.